4, 3.
We'll do it live!
Now we're live! Erin Kennedy. The general craziness of it, the impact on your life.
We have gone through so many stories and we said, you know what? This should not be kept to the two of us. Hi, Megan.
Sometimes when you roll that open, I'm like, ooh, I like my hair blonder. And other times I'm like, oh, look, that day I did my hair. Look at it today.
You got it. It looks good. It looks good.
It's called my signature hairstyle, a wad.
I like it. You know what's really nice, Megan, is doing your hair however you want or changing it when you want and not having to ask permission.
Oh my God, it's a thing of beauty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like you own your own head.
Yeah. Okay, I want to address a little bit of housekeeping. Now that the National Labor Relations Board, I might have gotten that off a little bit, has said that non-disclosure agreements are essentially null and void, especially if they were tied to money, which ours were. Yeah. In order to get our severance, we had to sign this NDA. Well, that is no longer legally valid. So we are going to dedicate a couple of episodes about stuff that we probably didn't feel comfortable talking about before.
Because we weren't sure what we could or couldn't or, yeah.
Yeah, including the stories of how we were fired, which in our very early episodes, we aired. And at a lawyer's advice, I edited out. So if ever you go back to our earlier episodes and there are these random cuts, it's because I was told that we should remove them.
Yes. Yeah. So. Remove just in case. But now I think it's an important part of the story because that tells, and everybody has one, as we've discussed with umpteen different people that we've talked to on this show, of you cannot be in that business for any significant amount of time without having a get fired story or a not renewed story because everyone has one. And like Don Daler said recently, sometimes you could be the best at your job there possibly is, but if you're making too much money, you've got a bullseye on your back for whatever reason, and you got to go find a new job, regardless of how good you are. But I think in some cases that's the story. So before we get started today on our AI creepiness, Erin calls me, literally, I just wrapped a meeting this morning. We didn't even have this planned, hence the reason my hair is like this. But Erin goes, so I just need to know if I should buy these earrings with a tiny little script on them. And I was like, oh, what does it say?
Current mood.
To what? My answer, of course, was yes.
So here's the thing. This is from a local artist. Her name is Larissa Loden. She's in Minnesota. I have a great necklace from her, which I will show. But to me, these are so cute and tiny. It's like you can't even see. So it's just kind of like your own secret. Right?
Yes. It's like one of those things where you can just feel like a total badass without anyone really knowing it, but except you know.
So here's the necklace that I have. And this was from my husband for my birthday. I don't know when.
Oh, I remember. Do I remember that?
It's a little tushy. No, it's new.
No, it's new. You had one kind of like that. It's so cute.
Yeah. So this one is about like body positivity.
Okay. I mean, like, I love it. I popped on because now, of course, that I saw the F earrings, I needed to have the F earrings for myself.
Well, we need to buy them now before they get sold out.
Also, that's my favorite word.
Yes.
But I tell my children that you shouldn't use that word because it's a sign of ignorance, that you can't express yourself without utilizing a cuss word. However, if I'm going to be completely honest, okay, there is no better way to express yourself sometimes than using that. And it's beautiful. Adjective, adverb, verb, noun, it's all the things.
Yes, it transcends even the English language. You can go anywhere in the world, and that word is encapsulating of many, many moods.
All the things.
Okay, so just a little bit more. I wanted to start having a mailbag part of our show because we get so many wonderful messages from people who are in or were in the business who have stories that, would make your ears bleed and your eyes cry. But this one really warmed the cockles of my heart, if I can find it here. I do have it here. So I won't say whose this is, but this is a woman who is currently in the business.
Okay.
Hey, Erin, I wanted to thank you for your podcast episode about TV news and pregnancy. I'm currently 7 months along with my first, and I haven't had the best time being pregnant on TV. And I'm even more terrified for being a working mom and reporter. It's so refreshing to hear from someone who's been through it. Keep up the good work. Also, you inspired me to ask for a doctor's note for live shots moving forward. So thanks for that.
Oh, didn't that make you feel good? Yeah.
Because it's so we've talked too much about this, about how we've kind of been indoctrinated since you first start in TV to comply, 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 say yes, say yes, say yes.
Like you have to, you can't say
And
no. Yep.
we are just working really hard to say you have permission to be your own advocate, because not only is nobody going to notice when you're standing up for yourself, because the bosses never notice anyway. It's only you tying yourself up in knots trying to do what you think you need to do to keep your job.
And as Don told us, like I just said, it sometimes doesn't matter how good you are at your job. You may get fired anyway. So absolutely killing yourself, not enjoying a pivotal moment in your life because of a job, which may decide to kick you to the curb next week anyway, like yesterday's garbage. You might as well make yourself happy and feel good about what you're doing and embrace those moments in your life, which you're not going to get back. Like, I wish I had enjoyed being pregnant with my kids more, but I didn't, because I had that job and I was worried about all those things and I was exhausted and I was trying to say yes to everything and all of that. Like, there would have been a better way, I think.
Right.
So hopefully that helps her.
Yes,
And
I hope so.
lots of other people. Yeah.
I also, like I said, I want to make it a segment, but I want us to somehow sing and create a little ditty that says, mailbag, it's the mailbag.
You're going to have to sing. You do not want me to do it. We
I'm
will
as good
lose
as you
every
are.
viewer we ever had.
You're as good as I am.
Do you want me to have Leo do it with his guitar?
Yes. Yes, I do. That would be great.
We'll have him make a little song.
He would be much better than you or I times
I
10.
feel like that might be the case. Yeah.
So we just want to keep this as a quickie, because we had mentioned it before. I was kind of invited to be a part of the Google AI program called Bard, but I hopped on the email too late and I was on the wait list. So I was approved on the wait list, and I wanted to see how accurate it was at writing a newscast. And I was really surprised how good it was.
Stop. Like, here's what's creepy. I never really played with it because I resent it, quite honestly, because I feel like people's brains should be doing these things. And like, how are teachers going to deal with it? There's so many implications. And so I just like kind of don't want to go down that path, but let's go down it.
Okay, I'm going to seg real quick. I have been reading, like, everybody should work on their soft skills now, because AI can essentially take care of everything else, all the hard skills. When I had left TV and was interviewing for other jobs, this was very early on in the process. They said, "What are your hard skills?" And I was like, "What's a hard skill?" I said that. I said, I don't know what that is.
I was just about to ask you, what is a soft skill? I don't know this.
Soft skill are like people skills.
Oh.
So like dealing with people, being part of a team, collaboration, stuff like that.
Yeah.
A hard skill would be like
I know how to do Excel.
Huh? Yeah, Excel. And
Okay.
then when she explained it, I was like, oh, I don't know that I have many of those.
I don't feel like I do. All of our skills in TV are soft skills, I think, outside of like writing a package and things like that.
Writing,
Editing,
I guess,
maybe.
I think I might have said editing, which I'm not good at, but I can do.
Yeah, I guess if you really break down all the things we would have done, they're all hard skills, just not particularly useful. The soft ones are the useful ones, right?
Mm. Yeah. All right.
Like,
Well,
who's going to care now if I know how to make a really badass weather graphic?
nobody.
Don't
So
do that.
this is my warning to all producers and writers. Bard is coming for you.
Is it that good? So tell me what you typed in and what happened.
So why don't we just do it then, Meg? Okay, do you want to
Okay.
write a prompt? So give me an example for a newscast, okay? Write a newscast about what?
Okay. Write a newscast about, I'm going to do a weather thing, about a flood along the Mississippi River that impacts hundreds of thousands of people.
Hundreds of thousands? Okay, this is a lot of.
I'm trying to see if it can do it. But I mean, how's it? It's going to make up the details, though. You see what I'm saying? Like, how's it?
No, but just watch.
Okay, go. And we don't even have to wait long. Pull this full screen, Erin.
So first of all, it's anchor reporter, which I think
Oh
is,
my God.
yeah. Okay.
Stop.
I'll be anchor, Meg. You be reporter.
Okay, you're gonna have to pull it full though, because like it's hard to see.
Okay. Good evening. I'm Erin Kennedy, and this is Broken News with Erin and Megan.
Tonight, we're following a story of a devastating flood along the Mississippi River. The floodwaters have already impacted hundreds of thousands of people, and the situation is only getting worse. The river is currently at its highest level in over a century, and it's expected to continue rising for the next few days. As a result, hundreds of homes and businesses have been flooded, and thousands of people have been forced to evacuate. Oh my God.
Right? Right?
Hold
But
on,
I
I'm
mean, this
skipping
is
down
so-
to in the meantime. In the meantime, the people of Mississippi are doing their best to cope with the disaster. Many people have lost everything their own, and they're now facing an uncertain future, but they're also showing incredible resilience as they're determined to rebuild their lives. We'll continue to follow the story as it develops. In the meantime, we urge our viewers to stay safe and help those who are in need.
Thank you, Megan. For more on this story, please visit our website at Broken News with Erin and Megan. Don't have a website yet. Isn't that bananas?
Oh, but okay. So it wrote it. It's crazy. It's freaking crazy. And it was fast. Like that didn't take long. But how is that helpful though? Because like what if there's an actual story that's actually going on right now and you need actual details? Do you see what I'm saying? Do you have to type those in?
I think
How does
so.
that work?
It doesn't, to be honest, you know what intense pressure reporters are under when they get to a scene. If you just spotted me a couple of details, active shooter at a business, that's all we know. I mean, it basically, so here's how you write those stories, right? You have your lead sentence, which is, the most incredible thing that's going to resonate with people. And then it's a kind of breaking down of what you know next, who's
That's what it
affected,
did.
how, why, and then it ties it up with a pretty bow. When I plugged it in, the last sentence was Red Cross is on scene, working to help the victims, which is how we always ended our stories.
Okay, pull it back up. Pull it back again. I want to try another one. I'm
Oh,
going to give
another
it
prompt? Okay.
Yeah, because let's give it a ton of details and see if it can actually make a weather forecast.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. Oh, a weather forecast. Okay.
I want to see. Okay?
Yep.
So, say create a weather forecast or whatever you say for a Tuesday with sunny skies, light wind, and a high of 48 degrees. And then say the next few days will also be sunny with a rainy weekend ahead. Okay.
So I feel like, should we say TV weather forecast?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Put that in there.
Ready?
Yeah. Is it gonna? Okay.
So it's not, I don't think it's in script. Oh, well, no, kind of does look good. You want to read it?
I mean, sure. I'm just gonna read exactly what it says. Okay. You
Yeah.
ready?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then we'll try a news one. All right. Good morning, everyone. This is Megan Glaros with your Tuesday weather forecast. We're starting the week off with a beautiful day. Skies will be sunny with light wind and a high of about 48 degrees. This is a great day to get outside and enjoy the fresh air. The next few days will also be sunny with highs in the mid 50s. However, the weekend will be a different story. A cold front is expected to move through the area, bringing with it rain and cooler temperatures. Here's your detailed forecast for the week.
Meg,
Oh my
you
God.
are out of a job.
What the fuck?
You can't say that.
You just showed it in your earring. But seriously.
Okay, so I bet like some computer nerds are at home watching this and saying it's not that incredible because all AI does is predict the next best word, right? And so if it's read enough newscasts, it understands that this is clearly a pattern. But it's a pattern because it's what we all do, right?
It's a
And
pattern
it
because
is working.
it is really okay. So what's happening in the news is not formulaic because the news changes. However,
How
what
we
we're doing
deliver
with
it.
the news is very formulaic.
Yeah. I'm going to do gas station stories. I'm sorry, gas price stories, because it's always my least favorite story to report on, but you would do it a zillion and one
Okay, and
times.
you might get handed this. So while she's typing it, guys, like she might get handed something like this because like the producers are in a rush and we need to throw another story in. Aaron, can you write this really fast?
Or even
Obviously,
if you're a reporter.
yeah, it's not formatted like how we would format. It's not like you can exactly copy paste. Like you'd have to do a little bit of work.
Okay, I'm just going to write a newscast about high gas prices.
Okay, I want you to read this.
And while I'm a fast writer, this is faster than I could do.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Erin Kennedy, and this is Broken News with Erin and Megan. Tonight, we're following the story of rising gas prices. The national average for a gallon of regular unleaded gas now over $4, and it's only getting higher. Do you see how, though, that pattern with the flooding, how it's only getting worse? It's only getting higher.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
There
But
are a number of factors.
we would do.
What?
That's exactly what we would do.
Yeah.
Though.
There are a number of factors contributing to the high gas prices, including the war in Ukraine, rising inflation, and supply chain disruptions. Nailed it. The war in Ukraine has caused a spike in oil prices, which has led to higher gas prices, inflation also at a 40-year high, and this is also contributing to the rising cost of gas. So if I were writing this, I would say we're getting a bit redundant here, and
Very redundant. I didn't like
we
that.
might even be over time. I should have said, you know what? I wonder if I can say trim to for 20 seconds. Because most VOs, voiceovers, are like 20 seconds.
Yeah, they're going to be really short.
Okay. Here's the trim script of the newscast
Wait,
on high gas prices.
I'm going to time it. Like,
you're going to say go?
Yeah. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to do in 3, 2, 1, and then you go. In 3, 2.
Good evening. Gas prices are on the rise with the national average now over $4 a gallon. This is having a significant impact on consumers and businesses. The Biden administration is taking steps to try to lower prices, but it's unclear if these measures will be enough. We'll continue to follow the story as it develops.
It was 19 seconds.
Holy buckets! Isn't that crazy?
Make it stop.
Why make it stop? I mean, if I were a reporter in the field, I would probably start and end my day by plugging in the facts that are known.
Yeah, for sure. But like, then let's be completely honest. Then you don't have to be a good writer anymore. You literally just need those soft skills. Am I right?
Yeah.
So
well, I guess you would say it still would obviously one of the harder things would still be presenting that on camera, right? Because it's not like you can tap anybody to just
a soft
read
skill. Is that a hard skill or a soft skill? What would you call that?
A soft skill?
I think so.
I need to find out more what those are.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but I never heard it before about 10 minutes ago. But that is really crazy to me because I feel like you can type in anything though. You can.
Well, let's see this.
Okay. What you can do now?
What hard skills do reporters have? Research skills, writing skills, interviewing skills, editing skills, technology skills. Well, there we go. I should have just started here.
But think about though, like, let me play devil's advocate on this. Like, this is wonderful and it's probably actually exactly correct. But like, if you're trying to push some kind of narrative on the human race, this is the way to do it because how this is going to answer is going to like inform how we feel about so many things. You know what I'm saying? It's dangerous, man.
Yeah, there have been some interesting deep podcasts on this already saying that obviously it will lead to probably a new religion with people who will worship, the AI answer bot.
Yeah.
And then people who will also, have you heard about people having relationships with AI programs and stuff?
Yeah. So last night.
Ooh, I'm really interested to hear where you go with this.
That sounded really bad. I'm going to tell this story and then I have to go do my volunteer hours. But last night, I'm like, go into my room and I'm like getting stuff together, whatever, waiting for Lana to get home from practice. And Willow and Leo were already in bed. And I hear Willow go, Siri, I love you. And when you say, or no, Alexa, I love you. And when you say that, it starts to sing this song, na 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 na, I love you, right? She's singing along with it. Leo's singing along with it. I was like, okay, this is really creepy. And then she says, Alexa says, thank you for being so kind, Willow. That helps water your kindness tree. And then Willow goes, Siri, I love you, because she wanted to water her kindness tree more. And I'm like, okay, this is creepy. She was having like a full conversation with that thing. It was singing to her. She was watering her kindness tree, which what the heck is that?
It's her new parent, Megan.
That was creepy. Like, I was literally like, Willow, this is like how every bad sci-fi movie starts. Please turn that thing off.
Right.
Oh, I feel like we're going down a bad path.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think this one is for all the producers and reporters out there because it was mind-blowingly good.
Yeah, if you're running like no more crashing on a script, dude. Just type it in.
Yeah, I bet there's going to be some point where you can just plug in the interview sound bites, right? And say, make a script with this.
Okay, they're really not going to need people that do the job we used to do.
And then it'll go back to those AI anchors who we talked about in the other episode.
I mean, things used to be more personalized in so many places that aren't now. Like technically you could just go up to like a computer and order your, fast food or whatever. You don't need a person. Where before you would have thought I need a person. Well, now they've got it so good that you don't really need a person. You still get your order, it comes out. Things are going to change in many ways. Like where before you thought you needed a person to deliver something, maybe you don't. But then like you're going to find me off the grid.
Huh?
Like at some point you might find me off the grid on like a farm, like milking a cow or something, because it's creeping me out a little bit.
No, you couldn't give up your phone.
Don't ever. Love you. Water my kindness tree.
There you go. All right. Good to see you, Megan.
Okay, you too, but that is creepy.
Please ask Leo to sing a song, okay? Take a little video and I can upload it. And so have him sing Mailbag.
Okay, I will.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Our accompaniment.
There we go.
Bye, guys.